Many of you have been asking me how do you trade cryptocurrencies, how I've been able to make $100 to $400 per day with my smartphone and the Binance app. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to trade Bitcoin step by step. TradingView and investing.com. But we already know that we are using Binance and Bybit to trade. So if you don't have a Binance account, you can click the first link in the video, the second link in the video description to create a Binance account. So what we want to do is we want to come and select a pair from this particular section, the trending section on CoinMarketCap. Trading is very simple, but the psychological part, like when you are watching your money going down or going up, like you feel some way, then you either go and close the trade or you add more, you're still holding the trades. So I'm just going to show you how to overcome this and how to become a profitable crypto trader. So please follow my instructions. I have been trading since 2019, so I know what I'm talking about. Some of you don't follow instructions, and that's the reason why you always lose money. Looking at this chart right now, you can see we have just started going in a downtrend since last week when they released the NFT. I want to say this: each time that they release news and it's good for the dollar, Bitcoin will fall, and Bitcoin controls 70% of the altcoin movements. Bitcoin controls 70% of the altcoin movement. If Bitcoin rise percent, just rise 1% in one day, the altcoins will rise about 20 to 50%. Do you guys get me? So if Bitcoin is dumping, prepare to dump DYDX, FTM. Start dumping all the altcoins. It's only 1 in 10 that you see Bitcoin falling and some other altcoins rising. Maybe if there is a news event or the altcoins has been able to launch a new product. So it's very important you always follow the news, the fundamentals. So let me show you guys something here. So when we go to investing.com, I'm just going to share a secret with you guys. On investing.com, every single month there are economic news, and they are usually repetitive. Every single month. So let's say NFT, the job creation in United States, every first Friday of every month it happens. And when this news release happens, cryptocurrency pairs and Forex pairs, stock pairs, they will pump for about 2 to 3 hours. So I'm going to show you guys right now. If I click on the economic calendar here, so let's go to economic calendar. So when I click on economic calendar, today we have AUD interest rate that will be coming around in the 9.3. So in Ghana time that I'm talking about right now. So it's very important you always check the news. Looking at last week, when we checked the news, we were having NFT, and after the news was released, we could see Bitcoin dumping from about 27,000 to about 25,000, and currently at 25,000 at the time of making this video. Trading is very simple, but some of you are usually making it complicated. You don't need indicators, you don't need trend lines and all that. Just look at this chart here. This is a daily time frame of Bitcoin. This means that each one candlestick is equivalent to one day. It have used 1 day to form. So even this pin bar that you are seeing right now here, it have used 1 day to form. So looking at this chart right now, just looking at this chart, I just want you guys to observe something. We started from an uptrend here. We started creating lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. We were in an uptrend here. Then when we reach about 31,600, it reverses. That means that's the new resistance level of BTC. So when Bitcoin reaches 31,800, it fell from that place, and the current price is now 25,600. As a smart person and a trader, just look at the chart. You know that we are starting a downtrend. We started from here, we made it to 29,200, then we came back to about 26,000. Then it bounced back. That we took a trade, me and my private man. So that's why I'm saying that you don't need to trade by yourself. Just wait for the right opportunity. Don't trade every day. Wait for the right opportunity, then you add your stop loss and take profit. Go with 1:5 or 1:4 ratio, then you are done. So let me tell you guys something. Last 2 weeks, when there was a dump in Bitcoin for about 1%, we saw this pin bar here. It was not able to hold it, dropped to this downside with a doji inverted pin bar hammer. Then we entered the trade around this place. I just want you guys to understand there are some things that they are just simple, but you try to make it complicated. So Bitcoin was just consolidating, then we took an entry around here through the pin bar. Then now it moved to about 27,900 with a rejection about dumping after the news. That was on Friday when the NFT was released, and now we are currently at 25,700 at the time of making this video. And the reason why I'm saying that some of you usually lose money is because you worry about what the market will do in the next minute. What you should be thinking about is checking the weekly time frame, the daily time frame, and the 4-hour time frame. These are the 3 time frames that you are going to use to identify trend. Don't trade against the trend. Don't ever trade against the trend. So just looking at this chart right now, we can see like Bitcoin is starting a downtrend. As a smart person and a trader, we all know that trading is probability. So this trade that we are currently taking, me and my private mentorship group, is 1:3 risk-reward ratio, and we are taking it in the daily time frame. The reason why we are putting this take profit around here is because this is the next support level. If Bitcoin is going to dump, it will surely goes to 24,500 or 3,000 before it can now get the momentum to rise to the upside again. It's common logic. When Bitcoin was around here consolidating, usually before a big spark, it will consolidate for about 2 to 3 days. That's why I'm saying you don't need to trade every day. So it will consolidate for about 1 to 3 days, then pump, consolidate to about 1 to 3 days, then pump again. Okay, so you can see all these trades here, they went well. These were the trades that we took in the private group that is showing here. So it's very important you trade price action. Don't go and be trading reversals and be trading trend line. Some of you be adding indicators to your chart, which I don't understand. So are you saying that your indicator is going to tell you when to buy or when to sell? It's common logic. Let's go to this chart here. So let's say we want to trade ETH. The reason why I'm saying Bitcoin moves 70% of the market is because let's search for ETH right now. So when we search for ETH.P, always add P to it, okay? So always add P to it to make it perpetual because we are trading leverage on Binance futures. So look at the chart for Ethereum. Look at the chart for Ethereum. We entered around here when we saw these pin bars to the upside, quickly took the take profit around the next resistance zone. That was about $1,744. That was 3 days ago. Then we closed the trade. Currently, if you were still in this trade, you will be in loss by right. Just look at this chart pattern. Is it different from Bitcoin? When you look at Ethereum chart and BTC chart, it's not different. This will tell you that Bitcoin controls 70% of the direction of altcoins and is the first mother of all cryptocurrencies. Then we have Ethereum and this in BNB. So anytime that you are going to trade, check the direction of Bitcoin, then you check the analysis of this in fundamentals. If there is a week that the dollar is having momentum, the dollar is currently doing well, this means that cryptocurrencies will be losing value. Investors will invest in dollar or United States things, making the cryptocurrencies fall in value. They move in opposite direction. So let's do this. Let me show you guys a secret again. When we go to Forex, then we just search for this particular pair here, GBP USD. So we search for GBP USDT right now. Look at the current trend. So I took this trade. It's now in profit because of what? looking at the current trend pattern, the market started here when the dollar was weak. That was around Tuesday, September 2022. The dollar was very high. Then GBP was falling in value. Then we could see the dollar rising. It was making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. That's the base currency. Base currency is British pound here. Then just after the news was released, the dollar have gained momentum. So this is another opportunity for us to start selling GBP USDT. When the news was released, we had a resistance to the top for about 20 pips, then it dumped. Look at the trade here. Very simple setup. You don't need trend lines, you don't need indicators. All you need to do is follow the price action, follow what the majority of people are doing. Why will you go and trade against the trend? GBP USDT, at the time of making this video, the next support level will be around 1.22967. This is the next support level. So if you are going to trade Forex, you should not go and be buying BTC, British pound, US dollar. Because just looking at the trend here, we had a higher high, it break to the resistance, the support level, and made it to the up. This is a neckline pattern that just formed, a neckline pattern. If you want to identify these patterns, click the second link, join the Telegram group. Once you join the private mentorship group, there is a particular PDF, 2 PDFs that I'll send to you, and these PDFs will show you price action. It will show you how the market behaves. So if you are going to take a trade, go to the weekly time frame, go to the daily time frame, and the 4-hour time frame. These are what the banks are using to trade. These are what the institutions are using to trade. Don't go and be trading 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. You sit and watch the chart until your eyes is paining you. So it's very important. Just trade along the trend. Don't go against the trend. And identify newly trend made using the neckline. So the reason why we entered this trade is because looking at the chart pattern in the inverted button here, we can see that when price reaches here, that was the highest resistance, about 1.316. Then made it to the low side, create a high, made it to the low side again with a wick. This will give people that they should enter buy. Meanwhile, it's a sell opportunity, consolidating until it reaches here. That's the next resistance zone, that is about 1.278. Then made it to the downside again. Very simple. You don't need any trend line tools to do this. Just check your investing.com app, check for the news, go to CoinMarketCap, select the pair that you are going to trade, and look at the average market price action. If the market is in consolidation, you don't trade. If the market is in bearish, you go and sell. If the market is bullish, you go and buy. Then you put your stop loss above the next resistance level. You don't need any magic thing to tell you that, oh, this price is going down, this price is coming down. Just follow the price. Don't go against the trend. This is price action that I'm telling you guys. Don't go and be trading reversals and breakouts when you know that we have pairs that are going in one direction. So you want to be following the majority, like what the market is currently doing, not what you think the market is going to do. I was suffering from this. So please, if you enter a trade like this, you don't need to rush and go and close it, because the market is currently forming higher highs, higher lows. We could see a move to the upside here, then a drop again. So just stay consistent. Don't be adding technical indicators, all these trend lines. You see someone drawing some things that you don't even understand. The only things that I draw on my chart is the triangular button and the support and resistance using the horizontal lines, which is normal for every trade if you are going to add your stop loss and take profit. And only take a trade with 1:4 or 1:3 risk reward ratio. Your minimum should be 1:3 risk reward ratio. This means that if you are investing 1% of your account, you should be able to make 3% or 4% back on each trade. If you lose one trade, then the next trade you should be able to make 1%
or 3% back. Don't be going to 1:1:1 ratio. You are going to burn and lose all your money. Okay guys, so if you have any questions, comment down below and make sure you join the Telegram group, because we are currently cashing out. There are some simple things that you people make it complicated, which I don't like. Follow the instructions that I've given to you and you surely make money in the crypto market. Remember what I told you: each time that Bitcoin is falling, the altcoins will dump 10 to 20 times. They will fall 10 to 20 times. And if Bitcoin is rising, start buying start buying cryptocurrencies, because they are going to rise 10 to 20 times. Bitcoin controls 70% of the crypto market. And when you are going to trade and you see that the dollar is gaining momentum, start selling BTC. They work in opposite direction. Gold too is the same. If US dollar is falling, gold will be rising. If US dollar is falling, Bitcoin will be rising. And if US dollar is rising, gold will be falling and Bitcoin too will be falling. This is common sense. Okay.